Well, my father and grandfather were both in printing industry. My father was a print broker. And back in those days, it was something you had to kind of hide because customers didn't like dealing with a broker because they always felt that there was an extra markup in the process. And why couldn't they go directly to the printer? They didn't understand the whole trade relationship. Nowadays, brokers are more popular than printers because people feel that they give them the best prices. So it's been turned around. And I worked for my dad, became a salesperson. And then in 1999, my father retired. And I decided, along with Carlos and Ira and some other colleagues who I'd met in the print world, to start our own company and become manufacturers. So that began, and that's when we transitioned from Prestone Printing Company to Prestone Press. We maintained the same client base and many of the same employees, but we became a printer. And we have now been in 3 different facilities since that time and get ready for the next generation to take over. Digital was a huge revolution. It began with computer to plate way back. And then, of course, we've got plateless, Indigo digital. It's changed everything. The labor force, many, honestly, many jobs have been eliminated. It's made printing much less expensive to customers. It's made printing much more faster to customers. At first, for many years, there was a reluctance to get into digital because there was the impression that the resolution of the finished product and the quality of the finished product wasn't as good. But now with all the progress that HP and others have made in resolution and image and color fidelity, it's really no difference. I tend to think that indigo printing is better than litho. Of course, the downside of all this is the commoditization of printing, where, if all the craft is gone, if everything's done by the machinery and by the technology, what distinguishes one company from another? And one of those things has become very important is the storefront, is the customer-facing interface where, everybody has good quality, everybody can turn things around quickly. It's really just a matter of customer service and presentation. Well, I think that, being a storefront printer, like we started out with Equinox, as you say, was now a huge user. They have 120 fitness clubs around the United States and England. They'll be in India soon, I think. That gave us a big advantage because we were very early in. When we were using the EFI program, we were one of the first around, and word of mouth started to get around. And since then, thanks to Radix on print, we've been able to add, I would say 50% of our new customers in the last 7 years are storefront customers, and they come to us because of our storefront capability. So we're really happy that, we were early in and that we have people like Carlos who were really knowledgeable about it, and for a team like you guys.
One of the things that I think really is beneficial with our OnPrintShop solution is it's very accommodating for both the user and us. So the user has complete control over their print orders from predefined products like inventory items, etc., and get an immediate preview of what's left in inventory, as well as something as simple as a business card. Instead of having to send out 1,000 emails with PDF proofs going back and forth, they just go in, fill in the corporate branding template, place their order, they get an immediate proof, and good to go. When they place the order, it eliminates so many touches. It goes straight to the press. Pressman sees the orders and goes to print, and it moves forward through the shop very effortlessly.
One of the things I like about OnPrint is I don't think we've ever asked for a development that didn't understand immediately and that the API couldn't accommodate. First, we did it with our virtual pre-press program. We have to integrate Radix into our pre-press workflow and into our shipping workflows to automate those. And more recently, we've been doing a kind of an export to our FileMaker database program. And it's really, you guys have, really been helpful. And it's been kind of like without any glitches. It's very smooth.
Yes, I totally agree. And as far as that goes, all the development which we've done recently, your developers have also been able to work with our MIS developer, for instance, and they speak the same language, so to speak, have been able to produce the product that we want, as Rob said, very effortlessly and making it work.
Well, we certainly would recommend you to a competitor, and we have in the past. We recently had this IgA neuropathy, which is a charitable organization that wanted to have their own storefront. We recommended Radix as well. They haven't started to use it yet. I think they actually went to Shopify, but we definitely did refer you. But we kind of rather keep you as our secret.
We would too. We have recommended it to one broker.
Yeah, no, I recommend it to a printer as well.
I wanted to just add, we have a system called OnFocus. OnPrintShop has seamlessly worked with that. Once again, developers of OnFocus and Radix developers have communicated very well to help make that happen. I understand that you guys are offering it as part of your solution now, an integration with Switch.